Don't pull my hair, please.
What do you think? Spell it out.
My freaking weave.
Yeah.
I'd freak out.
Eyes are freaking crazy right now. The colors are trippy.
What color is it?
I don't even know. It's like a rattlesnake color, like that green.
A rattlesnake?
Huh? Like a green, like the caramel
You
sucker.
know,
Caramel sucker.
You know what I can
the
do?
caramel sucker.
You know what I can do with my eyes?
What?
I do this thing where I look at the light and I like charge them and then they look really green. Look.
Stop! Don't do that. You're gonna hurt yourself.
I just look at it a little bit.
Damn.
They get
why does it do
greener.
that?
Isn't that weird?
Is it weird? She just charges them up.
It charges them up and it's the weirdest thing.
Hey, Ace family!
Welcome back to our channel.
What's going on, guys? Well, today, as you know by the caption, we will be sharing our first date story. And before we get into that, before we get into that, those who are familiar with our hat brand, this month has been very dry for us because a lot of our hats were out of stock. But next week, by next Wednesday, we'll be getting like 8 new different hats. I'm talking about new colorways, new designs, new everything. And
we've been working really hard on these designs for the past, I would say, like almost a month.
Right.
So we're really excited to get these out. I think it's our favorite batch of designs.
Oh yeah, by far. By far.
Yeah.
And I believe a few of these hats nobody will have except for us. So for those who are not familiar with the hat brand, if you want to be interested or if you like hats, our shop is in the description.
The link is in the description.
Yes, of where you can purchase our hats. So back to our story.
Get into the story.
Okay.
Now, before you were talking about the hats, you were saying how we're going to do a story about the time that we met. But I was thinking we should do like a little bit like before we met.
Okay.
Just kind of like tell them what stage we are at in our lives.
Okay, individually.
Individually, exactly.
So before I met Catherine, at the time, I was in the process of transferring schools. I was at St. Louis University, obviously playing basketball, but things didn't work out there, so I wanted to transfer. Since it was my senior year, I wanted to go to a different school, and I needed to finish out some credits in order for me to be eligible to transfer. So I was taking classes at UCLA at the time. I was taking Bonjour.
French class.
Classe de français.
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 Mm-hmm.
Oui.
He only knows how to say one thing in French. One
Stop
line.
it.
Say it.
J'ai joué au basket mon équipe. Oh, that was nice.
First,
that was nice.
Je joue
au basket.
Avec
mon équipe. Thank you.
That's all he knows.
Back to what I was saying. So yeah, I finished out credits at UCLA in order for me to be eligible to transfer. I ended up transferring to Eastern Washington for my last year. But like I said, at the time before I met her, I was in classes, taking classes,
we want to know what you were thinking. What was your mindset?
Oh, mindset. Okay.
Yeah.
Really
what stage were you at in your life?
Right, I get it. I was really focused on myself. I know a lot of people say that, but I actually was, because I was really determined to transfer. And in order for me to continue playing basketball, I had to finish my credits. Like, if I didn't pass the classes, then I wouldn't have been able to transfer. And then obviously, I wouldn't be able to play basketball my last year. So I really was focused on myself, and I made sure I was studying and doing whatever I could to pass this class. So I really wasn't focused on anything else, meaning girls, everything else other than school and basketball. So yeah, that was my mindset. So, go ahead.
My mindset, well, the point at my life, I think, before I met Austin was, I actually have a little story.
Oh, okay, here we go.
So, before I met Austin, I think this was like I had already met him, but I didn't know he was the one. We actually didn't even hang out at that point. This is like a couple weeks after I met you. Like, officially met you.
Right.
Yeah. So I remember one day I was on the phone with my mom. It was a week before I actually hung out with Austin. So I was on the phone, and I'll never forget this. For some reason, I just remember this moment so clearly, and it's kind of weird how I remember, but I think everything happens for a reason. So right before I met Austin, I remember being in my room, specifically being in my room, and I was getting ready for something. I don't remember what it was, but I was on the phone with my mom, and at that point in my life, I was on the phone with her every single day for like hours at a time because she was pretty much like the only person that I spoke to other than my best friend who I lived with at the time. And so I was on the phone with her, and I remember saying, either I'm going to be single forever, or I need to meet the one, and it needs to happen soon. And I remember specifically saying, I want to meet someone, and it doesn't matter who the person is, I just really want to be happy. And I remember her specifically saying, it's going to happen soon, trust me, it's going to happen when you least expect it. And so, literally I don't even think it was a week. It was like a couple of days later, and I ended up hanging out with Austin, and I didn't know it was Austin. I didn't know he was the one. And then I hung out with him, and then I remember thinking like a couple weeks later, it's so crazy because I spoke that out into existence, and I really wanted it so badly, like in my heart, that it actually happened.
Oh, that bad.
So, did I tell you that story?
Yes.
I did, right?
Story just makes me feel something. That story just makes me feel some type of way every time she tells it. But okay.
So
Now,
that's the story. But
now, what was your mindset?
Yeah. So my mindset was, I don't trust anyone. I don't care about other people. Like I don't want to meet other people. I hate the process of dating. I don't know. I just like my mindset was pretty much, it's either not going to happen or I can't even think of it happening. Like I can't envision it happening.
Right.
So
which goes into the story, because when I approached her and I sent her that text asking her out to dinner, now it makes sense because when I asked her out to dinner, she kind of was against it. She was very hesitant, right? Mm-hmm. And so I sent her a text asking her out to dinner.
I didn't think I was actually gonna go. Like I'm like, who's this dweeb texting me? Like I'm not actually gonna go. But something was telling me to text him back to respond. Something was like, it was the weirdest thing. It's like, just do it. Like something in my head. Like I don't know what it was. It was the weirdest thing.
So yeah, she finally gave in. I got her to come out to dinner. I didn't tell her where we were going or what we were doing. I just said, I'll pick you up at 8 o'clock. And that was pretty much it. So, I pulled up. She walked out, was looking goddamn beautiful as always. Kind of was speechless. Like she always says, I was nervous.
He was really shy.
But I don't get
he was
nervous
really
or shy.
Trust.
You
were.
In my head, all I could think is just, goddamn, this is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, whew. As she's in the car, we're making conversation. She's trying to ask where we're going. I tell her, just wait till you get there. Well, I figured, she eats sushi. But me, I hate sushi. So I figured we'd go somewhere nice. She's a beautiful woman. She deserves a beautiful restaurant. So I take her to Nobu in Malibu. For those who don't know what it is, it's a sushi spot in Malibu on the beach. Super nice. We get there.
Really, really nice. Like a beautiful restaurant, like right on the ocean. It's so pretty.
Right. So we get there. I'm looking at the menu forever. She's looked at the menu forever. Once I realized that we were both looking at the menu forever, I realized we both didn't eat sushi. So it didn't go as planned, but she ended up still getting something minor.
I got the rice cakes or something.
And I got
tuna, right? I don't know.
And I got like some chicken or something like that.
Ahi tuna, something.
Which was great because we weren't really into the food, but we were into the conversation that we were having.
Yeah.
We had great conversation. And once she opened up about herself, I was even more like, goddamn, like, that was good. Right?
I feel like part of the reason why I was so open with him when we were talking was because at that point I had given up on meeting someone, that I was like, I just need to be myself, and I just need to just be me and just not expect anything out of this. And this is so completely random, and I don't even know why I'm here right now, but I'm just gonna be me because, yeah.
So
but I'm glad I did that because
she started opening up about herself, started telling me she spoke 3 different languages, all this other stuff. I was just like, damn, I wasn't expecting this. So then,
what else did I say? Do you remember?
A bunch of everything. You telling me a little about your mom, a little about your dad, about your family. Talk about like what you were doing at the time. Talk about how you never really went out. You're a homebody, or rather sit in the house and watch movies like me. And come to find out, she was very similar to myself.
We're a lot alike in
Right.
like pretty much almost every single way.
All right. So, like I said, we had a great conversation after Nobu, after we ate. We tried to go to the movies, but the movie theater across from Nobu was closed, which is weird because it was only like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah. And you know what? It's crazy. I remember you saying,
What?
you were like, oh, my mom lives in Malibu. Do you want to just go to her house or something? And I remember thinking, like, what the hell are you trying to get me to his mom's house? Like, I was like, I remember.
Say that.
Yeah, you did.
Really?
You're like, my
I
mom
think I
lives
said
in
my mom
Malibu.
lives close to here.
We can just go there. And I was like,
I did not say that.
yeah, you did.
Time out.
You did. You
No,
did. I think you said it,
No.
but not like you didn't actually mean it, but you just said it.
No, I said
to make conversation.
No.
Because you felt.
I know what I said.
Because you felt like weird, because like we didn't know where else to go, and it was like kind of in the middle of nowhere, and there was nothing open, and
Really?
even the theater was closed, and we were like, and you still wanted to hang out, so you didn't know what to do.
Oh, yeah, that's what you
I think
think?
that's what happened.
No, from what I remember, I said my mom lives close by. That's what I said.
You said, and we can go there.
Anyway, so we tried to go to the movies. That didn't work out, so I ended up having to take her back home, which was very sad. But that's what I did. I took her back home, pulled up to the house, you know.
And we,
I was hoping.
When we
I was
were in
hoping.
the car. Wait.
What?
We went to a movie.
No, we didn't.
We went to a movie.
You must be talking about
We
some
went
other
to the
movie.
Grove. What the hell? We went to a movie at the Grove.
Okay. Oh yeah, we saw.
Because it was the closest movie theater to my place.
I remember we saw Dope.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
So yeah, we went to the movie. The movie was whatever.
Whatever. It was good. And then then you dropped me off. And
And-
you texted me, I think.
No,
You
yeah, I
said-
dropped you off, got out the car, was expecting to walk you to your door, but you just came up and said, "Okay, bye." I was like, "Who do you think you are?" Shit.
Sure.
I deserve more than just I deserve
trying to go into my home.
Not necessarily. I wanted a freaking real hug. You know, saying I had a good time.
I gave you a hug.
I wanted to hear you say I had a good time. I'll be looking forward to hanging out with you
Ew, I
again.
would never do that. I would never in a million years.
Anyways, real women, if they have a good time, they would let a guy know.
I texted him and I said thank you for tonight.
You did. You're right. Pretty much the
And
same
I
thing.
remember saying that because I remember getting home and I was like, wow, I went out of my comfort zone and I went out with this guy and I actually really had a good time. And I came home and I was kind of like happy. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like,
Which is crazy because on my end, what I thought was,
it went bad?
no, I thought it went great, but from yours,
From your perspective?
from your perspective, I thought that you didn't really have a good time because of the fact, after I dropped her off, like she said, she texted me saying she had a good time. I'm not sure what I said, but after that day, I didn't hear from her for about a week, and I was like, yo, what's going on?
And the thing is that I think I was like kind of busy. Like I just had stuff going on. I was. I don't remember what it was. I was busy. Like,
No.
something.
Come to find out, she's stubborn like me. More stubborn than me, which is didn't know was possible. And she was not willing to text me first. Guys, those women out there that are not willing to text you first, think twice about them. Think twice.
Think twice as in what? As
As in,
they should make the first move?
no. As in, be careful. Because those women, women should not be like that. Women out there that are so stubborn
I know,
that you can't text a guy
but
first.
the thing is that it's not
It shouldn't
just that
matter.
I'm stubborn. It's like, it's my history of
Okay.
of
Okay.
relationships in general.
That makes sense, but you also shouldn't carry on your last relationship with the next relationship.
I'm not talking about an actual relationship. I'm talking about
But
a
your past.
relationship with like humans.
Your past.
Like,
That's what I'm saying. Your past.
just in general.
Your past. Your
okay,
past.
okay.
So I'm saying you should never bring your past into your future. That should always be left behind.
Okay.
Especially when something
But the
new.
thing is that you're how do I say this? What the hell?
No,
The
what?
lights are all hot, making me hot. So your past experiences is what makes you
Have an effect
who
on
you
you.
are.
Makes
And it
sense.
makes an effect. So yeah, so it wasn't even about like me being stubborn.
Right.
It was more about like, I just don't have time for this.
Okay.
I don't have time
Makes sense.
for this person texting, that person not texting. I was just like,
Right.
if he wants to hang out again, then he's gonna text me or he's gonna call me.
Okay.
And
that makes sense now because.
But you
at
know
the
what I
time-
do remember though? What I do remember is I actually called him out of the blue.
You did.
I did. You don't remember that?
After the week. After the week
Yeah.
of having to hang out.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
I called you.
Yeah, I remember.
And you answered and you were like
Yeah. What you mean? And you answered? Yeah, duh. I answered.
but you could have like ignored my call. But anyways, I called you and you answered and you were kind of surprised I think to hear from me and then you text me afterwards.
Uh-huh. So yeah,
So maybe you're stubborn too, but I was still like
no, 100%. I admit it.
Something was pushing me towards him. Like something about his energy was pushing me towards him. So it's not something I can explain. I can never explain this because it almost is impossible to explain. But a part of me felt like for some reason he was in my life at that moment for something. And I didn't know what it was, but I called him.
Shit, we don't laugh forever. But yes, guys. So yeah, like I said, at the time, I didn't know that she was stubborn, so I just figured like she didn't have a good time. So I was kind of concerned, like, damn, I really like this girl, and for her not to hit me after, that's kind of like a slap
So what,
in the
are
face.
you like used to people hitting you after or something?
Not at all, but if you have a good time, of course you're gonna continue talking to the person, whether it
I know,
be,
but like,
but you're just not gonna go a whole 7 days without hearing from the person. That's kind of weird. You take someone out on a date, don't hear shit from them, and you see them on Instagram, see them snapping, see them tweeting.
you got me
Goddamn.
on Snapchat too?
You had don't try to
I feel like I didn't have you on Snapchat
don't try to
for a
stunt.
while.
Don't try to stunt on the vlog right now.
What?
You follow me on Snap too, girl.
No, I didn't.
Shit.
No, because I remember thinking like, I wonder if he Snapchat. I wonder if he snaps every day. Like I wonder what he's doing or something.
Uh-huh.
And then I saw
And
you
then,
freaking
guys-
on Snapchat with your friend playing like Nerf guns, and I was like, oh god, he's still a kid.
Still a kid.
Yeah.
Anyways, you see where we're at now. But yeah, guys. So come to find out, a week after, she invited me. That next week after day, she invited me hiking. Oh, that was my phone. She invited me hiking, which I was impressed because she invited me to go out on a date, I would call it. And I had a great time. This is my first time hiking. And, by the looks of it, I guess she did have a great time the first date.
I remember we were doing.
And after this date,
we were doing lunges down the hill, and you were like, you couldn't do it, and you were like dying, and I was like, are you an athlete?
yeah, she was trying to work me out. We went to where? Runyon? We went to Runyon.
Runyon. That's like the most like commercial place in LA, but
Right,
it
nice
was
view,
the
nice
closest
everything.
place to my home, so that's where we went, and that's what I was doing at the time. I was like one of my hobbies, so I took him.
Right, yeah, she took me, on a date. Her stubborn self took me to time. I knew
And did we go eat
she
afterwards?
was feeling me, huh?
Did we go eat afterwards?
Yeah, we ate.
Where?
Mm-hmm. We went to that fresh corn grill.
That's where we went?
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened after that? You just dropped me off at home?
After that, the rest was history. I'm out, y'all. Go ahead, close it out, baby.
Wait, that is not the end of it. That's not the end.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
This video is called Our First Date. If they want to continue watching more story times, they're going to subscribe to our channel and be looking for the next video.
God.
Close it out, baby. I love y'all. Peace.
I guess he's right. That was our first date. So he just left. He's like totally gone. And I feel awkward closing out by myself. But hope you like this video, guys. We will be doing more story times. If you guys are interested, just let us know in the comments below.
Wait, I almost forgot. Shout out to Jessica Roberts for having her post notifications turned on. Thank you, Jessica. We love you.
Jessica Roberts, thank you so much for having your post notifications turned on. and we love you.
And whoever else would like a shout out, all you have to do is turn on their post notifications and comment when done. Tell them, make sure they like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let them know, baby. Let them know. Let them know, baby.
Okay, guys. Like if you genuinely like it. I'm not going to make you like anything. But don't dislike for no reason. Subscribe if you want to, if you're not already subscribed. And share if you'd like. Bye.